It's Freedom FM, and that's Tony Braxton with an Irish number 2 from way back in winter 1996. And just like that, my friend, we roll into hour 2 of the night cruise, the part of the night where the music gets even smoother, the vibes get even softer, and of course, the Love Lyrics game begins. I'm your friend Feargal, and if you're just joining, welcome along. And if you've been here since the start, well, I think you know exactly what's coming up next, because as I said, it's time for the Love Lyrics game. Now, if you are new to this parish, here's how this game works. You see, before the show started, I hand-picked a set of lyrics from a classic 90s or noughties song, and in just a moment, I'm going to read them out to you. Your mission, figure out what song they belong to and, of course, who sang it. And if you get it right, well, your prize could be a glorious name check on the radio just before 1 a.m. Your moment of fame, courtesy of the night cruise. And if you haven't got a clue what the song is, well, don't worry, because if you send me in a deliberately ridiculous answer that gets a laugh from the studio team here, you might just bag yourself a partial name check and earn the prestigious title of Midnight Messer. Anyway, that's enough of yakking for now, because here are tonight's love lyrics. Lay a whisper on my pillow, leave the winter on the ground. I wake up lonely, there's an air of silence in the bedroom and all around. So if you know what song those lyrics come from, or if you've got a wild guess you think might make the cut, then send it in to us on WhatsApp or text to 086 206 8888. That's 086 206 8888. And your name could be on the air before the night is out. Those lyrics again. Lay a whisper on my pillow, leave the winter on the ground. I wake up lonely, there's an air of silence in the bedroom and all around. So hit me up with your best answer or your worst. Either way, I want to hear from you on 086 206 8888. That's 086 206 8888. She's been catching some heat, hasn't she, for her lackluster performance and use of AI in her Lifetimes tour. And if you want to judge for yourself, Katy Perry is playing the SSE Arena in Belfast on October 4th and 5th next. Now, my friends, listen up, because, you know, I've just been flipping through our big book of 90s and noughties throwbacks, and tonight, well, I've landed on February 2002, a month packed with some major moments. Here in Ireland, we officially waved goodbye to the punt and welcome to the Euro. In Formula One, there were whispers that Bernie Ecclestone was putting the brand up for sale. And in music, well, Shakira dropped Underneath Your Clothes. It's Lenny Kravitz on Freedom FM's Night Cruise, and as the saying goes, it ain't over till it's over, which means, my friends, there's still time for you to jump into this week's Love Lyrics game. The challenge where you tell me what song a certain set of lyrics come from. And while plenty of you have nailed the answer, some of you have, as always, gone deliciously off-piste, and for that, we salute you, our midnight messers, the listeners who send in deliberately wrong answers to make us smile, and in return, earn themselves a partial name check on Freedom FM. So, let's start with the king of the midnight messers. It's Joe in Ringsend, who reckons the lyrics in this morning's song don't belong to "The Old Man's a Dustman" by Lonnie Donegan. Joe, perfectly incorrect, as always. Now, next up, Mary in Santry suggests that Andy Stewart's "Donald, Where's Your Trousers" isn't this week's love lyric song. Mary, now that you've reminded me of the song, I truly wish it was. And finally, Pete in Malahide has taken it even further this evening by saying, Feargal, surely Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini by Brian Hyland is not this morning's love lyric song. Pete, as iconic a song as Itsy Bitsy is, you're absolutely correct. It's definitely not this morning's love lyrics track. Right, with the midnight message acknowledged, let's get back to business, shall we? So if you know the real answer, then send me a WhatsApp or text to 086 206 8888. That's 086 206 8888, and tell me what song these lyrics come from. Lay a whisper on my pillow, leave the winter on the ground. I wake up lonely, there's an air of silence in the bedroom and all around. So if you know the answer, you've got one last shot to get in touch on 086 206 8888. That's 086 206 8888 even. I'll say that again, shall I? 086 206 8888, because I will reveal all right after we hear from Tasman Archer. Go on, get involved. You know you want to. This is Freedom FM's Night Cruise, where I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who jumped into this week's Love Lyrics game. The game where you put your musical memory to the test by figuring out which song a certain set of lyrics belong to. And this morning's Love Lyrics were... They whisper on my pillow, leave the winter on the ground. I wake up lonely, there's an air of silence in the bedroom and all around. Now, plenty of you nailed it, but as you seasoned night cruisers know, my screen only lets me see 4 names at any one time. So with that caveat said, let's give a big shout out to Mika Lowry checking in from Cork, Olivia Cole reaching out from Finglas, Terry Donnelly tuning in from Galway, and Vinnie Brennan getting in touch from Ferndale, who, like so many of you, got it right and absolutely spot on. But before I reveal the answer, consider this your invitation to play again next week. Same time, same game, same late night magic. Tell a friend, set a reminder, and be ready to do it all over again next Tuesday just after midnight. Anyway, as for this week's Love Lyrics, well, they belong to Roxette and their unforgettable ballad, It Must Have Been Love. Gabrielle on the night cruise, and Out of Reach tells me that is all the mess I can make of your radio for today. Thank you for your company, both you and your messages made to this show, as they always do. Now remember, your friend and mine, young Mike O'Brien, will be here with your breakfast at 8, and 1 hour before him at 7 a.m, Alan will have the 2008 Freedom Years. And up next, it's going to be Essential Beats. And as for me, I'll be back in a few hours at 11 with another night cruise when you and I are going to get some shifting on and play a round of Triple Threat. Until then, my friends, thank you for your time this time, and you know what you got to do. Until next time, take care of yourselves and, of course, each other.